What up guys, this is ThePowerUpMushroom. I'm coming to you with a video, a review, and that review is for the new Street Fighter 2 version, Ultra Street Fighter 2, Super Ultimate Mega Supreme Final Fighters Fighting Turbo HD Remix Complete Edition. Okay, this is like the 9th version of Street Fighter we've gotten. Okay, anyways. Street Fighter 2, Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. Now, this game, obviously, I believe it's a port of Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but it's more updated in visuals and music. And let me tell you, this is probably the best version of Street Fighter 2 you could probably play. And that's really cool. I mean, there are a lot of things about Street Fighter 2 that, it just makes it the best. And it's been a while since I played Street Fighter 2. I did buy one of the ports for the 360. A little while back, and it was really cool, solid. You know, it was one of those things where I was glad I picked it up because I hadn't played Street Fighter 2 in a while. And if you haven't played Street Fighter 2 in a while and you have that itch and you're oh, I gotta play Street Fighter 2, it's been a while, this is probably you should probably pick it up because it's what you want. Now, granted, Street Fighter 2, I'm pretty sure people heard, or everyone has heard, that they added 2 new characters. And granted, I mean, I'm not so much for characters when you have alternate versions of themselves, especially when you can create it in game. I'll give you an example. We have Evil Ryu and Violent Ken. Both, I think Violent Ken we saw in SNK versus Capcom, and Evil Ryu I'm pretty sure I saw in a different fighting game at some point in time. But ultimately, they're alternate versions of their, their regular selves, so they're gonna play the same or play at least similar. And I'm okay with that. I mean, it's just, I don't think it should be made as big of a deal as it is. But I mean, I guess it's kind of a big deal since we've only seen those 2 characters in different games and not in any of the main Street Fighter games. I don't think so. But anyways, so yeah, you get those 2 new characters, and let's just start it off. So Street Fighter 2, I mean, granted, it's Street Fighter 2. You know what Street Fighter 2 is. We've all played Street Fighter 2. Pretty much everybody who's I think 20 years old, or no, I said maybe 23 and up. We all know what Street Fighter is. We've all played it. We all know what to expect. It's exactly like the arcade version or Turbo. And like I said, it has basically all the updated versions are on here as just one complete package. So this is the ultimate Street Fighter 2 that you could possibly have. And gameplay wise, let me just say, it's the best it's ever been. I was playing a lot today, and I actually played online, and online is really solid. I was playing online, and I was going against this dude, and it's almost like you could be playing, you're playing somebody else around the world, or someone in the world that has played Street Fighter 2 before. And it's I don't know why, but when I'm playing it, I feel like I'm in the arcade playing against somebody that's sitting next to me. Because I know that people who played Street Fighter, or who are playing Street Fighter 2 right now, are ultimately people who have played, back in the day when it was in the arcades, and that's really cool. I mean, it's something that, it's a really good game to own on the Switch, and it's $40, yes, and it's probably a little pricey, but like I said, if you have that Street Fighter 2 itch, it's probably worth it. I'm gonna go into a couple of game modes that they have in here, and it's one of them that's really cool that I enjoyed was this new game mode. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's almost like the towers in Mortal Kombat where you keep on fighting to the death. But except this time you can play with 2 people, and 2 people at the same time, and that ultimately kind of reminded me a little bit about Double Dragon. For some reason, when I was playing it, and I was playing with 2 people. It was me and my friend. We were playing on it, and we were fighting Violent Ken, and it feels exactly almost like Double Dragon, like you're playing a beat 'em up. Granted, the 2 characters are 2 people going against the 1 computer. It sounds a little overpowered, but no, it's not. You share 1 health bar, and you can change the difficulty of the computer, or you can fight alongside of a computer. And ultimately, if the health bar depletes or whatever, you lose. So there you go. But it's really cool, and that's a welcome addition to Street Fighter. I like that mode. That's probably one of my favorite modes they added, other than the other mode that they added, which was Wave the Hotto. Now, Way of the Hotto, it kind of takes from the 3D graphics of Street Fighter 5, but it's in first person. You shoot Hadoukens. I mean, it's motion controlled, so you can see where I'm getting at. It's just a gimmick, and it's just, I don't know why they tried. Are they trying to show off the Switch motion controls? Because they are. Just probably not the best place to show it off. Just probably the best place to show it off would be ARMS, that's coming out soon. So, I mean, you can completely ignore that one. So, you have that, and then you also have this gallery mode. This gallery is probably one of the best things I've ever... I love it when remixes do galleries. Like, galleries are the best thing ever in remasters. Because you can sit and appreciate artwork, and in this one you can do it while listening to any song in Street Fighter 2. Remix or classic. And that's probably one of the best things ever. The what do you call it? The gallery is ultimately... It's a book that's unprinted now. Like, there's no more prints of it. It's stopped. It was only Japan, so it was a Japan exclusive. So I can only think about how much money this print is going for if you have the book. But it's ultimately, there's a bunch of artwork. You can scroll through artwork, you know, kind of zoom in by pinching the Switch screen and zooming out by widening your hand. And it's cool. It's something that I do while I'm eating nachos, which I'm trying to speed up this review because I have nachos sitting right there. But it's really cool. It's a nice addition. Like I said, I love galleries, and the music is awesome. No, I want to talk about the music real quick because they remastered not only the HD visuals but the music, which you'd expect that, but it's really cool because I like some of the new renditions of the music. Like, I like Ken's theme for the music. I like Cammy's theme. I love her new remixed version of it. Granted, and another thing I like about this game, they kind of pulled off a Halo anniversary on here. Not that you can push the button to switch between old graphics and new, but that you can go in the options and you can switch between old graphics and new graphics. And I think the thing that's really unique about this is that instead of having old graphics and old music at the same time, you can switch it. So if you want old graphics with the new remix music, you can do that. If you want the new graphics with the old classic music or classic sounds, you can do that. And you can do it online too. And it's really cool because it doesn't affect gameplay at all. It plays exactly the same frame rate. And some of the visuals in the remix levels are just, I mean, they look really smooth out, and it feels like you're playing Street Fighter 2. That's what it's supposed to feel like, and that's what I was hoping for when I was getting the Switch version of Street Fighter 2. I wanted it to feel like I was playing Street Fighter 2 like I was back in the day in the arcades or on the Super Nintendo. I wanted to feel like I was playing Street Fighter, and this accomplishes that. This is a really good exclusive that the Nintendo Switch has here, and I'm trying to see, is there anything else I missed? Oh, you can customize your characters a little bit. There's like 3 color palettes you can switch between, so you can customize their skin color, their clothes color, and that's really cool. And I was doing this with Cammy. I was changing her color, her outfit color to black, and I made her hair red and stuff. And it's really cool. One thing I can kind of complain about is that when I'm moving the thing, change the color, because even that whole color palette or whatever, it takes forever. I'm telling you, like, you could sit here and probably watch an entire episode of Friends, and that little dot thing can move from one side to the other. It legit feels like you're using internet from the 90s. Like you're trying to download a song from the 90s, and that's how long it's going to take to get one side of the screen to the other. And that bothered me a lot. But I mean, it is what it is. I did not test it out if it's touch screen, so I don't know if you can touch it and move it, which if you can, that'd be pretty cool, but I did not test it out, so sorry. Online, like I said, it runs smooth. You ultimately have your casual matches where you can just do a quick match and you want to play casually, you're not looking for anything competitive. If you feel like your skills are that of what it used to be in Street Fighter 2 Turbo, or Street Fighter 2 Champions or whatever back in the day in the 90s, then you can ultimately go in a ranked match and go ahead and test yourself out against other humans around the world and see how good you are. Who knows? I'm just saying, I did not win one match. I got close to winning. I thought I was winning, and this guy, I guess he was teasing me because I was playing him and I'm fighting, and ultimately it comes down to, like, I won one round, he won another, and then it comes down to like where my health is all the way up and his is all the way down. I'm like, alright, cool, I'm gonna beat him, and all of a sudden I just get Hadouken to the face like a million times, and that's what happens. So there's still that, guys. You can still spam Hadoukens, just saying. And ultimately you're gonna want to use your Joy-Cons to play this game, because okay, look, well, my Pro controller's all the way over there. Granted, I thought the Pro controller's really good. Then I played a fighting game on it, and which is this one. This is the only fighting game I have. I think that's the only fighting game out right now. And don't don't do it. Because if you use the Pro Controller, you're going to want to use a D-pad. And for some reason, I don't feel the D-pad was that well put into, like, it does. You'll be touching other directions if you're trying to do combos and stuff. It's not the best thing. Or maybe we just need a new Street Fighter game to release on the Switch, or a fighting game that we can test it out completely. But granted, I did find that the Joy-Cons were kind of working a lot better with the directionals that they have right here. It was more smoother that way. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you have a Pro Controller and the Joy-Cons, stick with the Joy-Con controller, so that little grip that you have, you're going to find some use out of it, so go ahead and use that. There's really nothing else I can say about the game other than that it was really decent. Oh, you can unlock titles like you can in Street Fighter 5, you know, like you can put like Master of the Dojo or something, that way people can see your online titles that you've earned and stuff like that. It's stuff like that. But I mean, as far as Street Fighter 2 goes, this is a Street Fighter port, and this is a Street Fighter, this, like I said, is the ultimate addition to a Street Fighter 2, and I think it should be the final edition, because we've had like millions of them that have been released. You can pretty much play Street Fighter 2 on anything, basically. But anyways, that's really all I have to say about Street Fighter 2. I mean, like I said, all the characters play well. Like I said, it plays exactly the same. Remasters are great. Like, the visuals are awesome. The music, like I said, some of the best I've heard. You know, remixes. There are a couple tracks on there that were remixed, and I kind of was like, I prefer the classic version. But it's a little picky. But I mean, that it is what it is. But like I said, if you're looking for something like a Street Fighter 2 game, and you just want to play Street Fighter 2, it's been a while, because I don't think we've had Street Fighter 2 ported to the new generation consoles, unless you have Xbox One and you bought Street Fighter 2 from like the marketplace for the 360. You're not going to have a way to play Street Fighter 2, unless there is another way. Please tell me now. And your mobile phones. But definitely, I think this is the ultimate version of Street Fighter right here. And if you, like I said, if you have that itch to play Street Fighter 2, this is definitely worth the $40. Or hold up, if you have that itch to play Street Fighter 2 and it's really bad, you can get it right here. You can get Street Fighter 2 if you can hold off for the price to go down, which I don't know if it will, but if you can hold off on the price, I mean, like, for the price to go down, because I think $40 might be a little pricey for a remaster. It should be at least like maybe 25 to 30 bucks would be really nice. And then I would say, yeah, go buy it. But I mean, it is what it is. It's 40 bucks, and like I said, if you want a Street Fighter 2 game on the Switch, it's probably worth it. And if you're a big Street Fighter fan, it's probably worth it. If you wanted to, like I said, that itch you're getting, it's probably worth it. But I'm just saying, don't expect anything more than what I mentioned to you in this video. That's all there is. There's nothing else in the game other than the versus mode, just the regular single player, and all the other modes I had mentioned. That's all there is. So don't expect anything more off this game other than that. Oh, you can also change the background to the thing. I guess that's one other complaint. You can change the background to the menu a little bit, but there's only like 4 palettes you can change between, unless you can unlock more. But I mean, as far as I know, that's it. And so yeah, that's my review for Street Fighter 2. So if you feel like buying it, just take my words seriously, that's all there is in what I say in this review. If I missed something, please let me know in the comments section below. But as of now, it's a decent port of Street Fighter 2, and I'm getting my money's worth because I really enjoy Street Fighter 2, and I think it's an amazing port. But anyways, that's one extra Switch game to get until I think Xenoverse 2 is coming out this year, so we have that to look forward to. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and this is the Power Up Mushroom. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Upvote if you're watching on Vidme. Follow me on Twitter. I'll leave all my social links are down below. And yes, it is Final Fantasy Friday, so I will probably be posting Final Fantasy VII gameplay either tonight or tomorrow morning. It all depends, because I'm going to stream tonight, and usually that's how I record stuff. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day, and you guys take care. See you guys in the next video.